It's Eric the Prince of BlackMenLoveAnime.com and the ENJ podcast, and we about to have a solo session, my nigga. So what gets me going? That motherfucking sun. And I ain't saying in terms of I hate it. I ain't saying in terms that I like it. All I'm saying is that sun, or I guess really that heat, god damn that motherfucker annoying. Now, I don't know how many of y'all know or are familiar with me, but Eric the Prince lives in Georgia, right across the way from Alabama, and it is hot as fuck. It ain't even the summer months for real. It ain't even July. It's hot as shit. And to make it all worse, it's not hot in the sense that it's hot as fuck, but there's still wind blowing, so it's like, you musty, but you can kind of dry off your sweat and just have the dried must instead of the sweaty must, because the wind's blowing. No, it's just fucking hot as hell. Humid, the sun beaming down, and there ain't no motherfucking wind. And even if it rains, it's hot as shit still. It's just hot as motherfucking fuck. But what gets me going is that when that damn sun is out, god damn, it makes me want to go in. Fuck that shit, you feel me? That gets me going like a motherfucker. If I'm boxing and I'm in the sun, I may try some shit, to pump myself up, maybe think I'm Superman or something. Black man absorbing the sun, gaining power, this, and that. Kind of sort of like on some, the more sun I get, the more melanin I get. But the reality of the situation, man, that sun will zap the energy out your ass like a hooker getting money out you, man. Like, god damn. That motherfucker killing me. Nuts get sweaty. Balls. Man, I know nuts and balls the same thing, but you know what I'm talking about, goddamn. I'm just ranting. This shit be getting me going. If I leave my car out in the sun, and I'm speaking from Georgia perspective, because, what I'm about to say is kind of like a general thing people do, but here in Georgia, that shit still don't matter. If my car is out in the sun, I know to crack my windows so that, when you get inside, it's not blistering and shit. Especially if you got kids or family and whatnot. You don't want to get in. As soon as you get in, you get punched in the face by a fucking heat vapor fist, like in the cartoons when it's a smell coming off of a pie on a windowsill, and the smell of the scent forms a finger, and it carries the cartoon character's nose, and they start floating. You don't want that motherfucker to be a fist, and then instead of being sweet scenting whatever, it's just hot ass heat vapor fist hitting you like Hulk smash and shit. Because that's what happens. And that shit is annoying. Anyways, though, you do that shit down here in Georgia on a regular ass hot day. You get in your car, you still gonna get hit in the face. Well, it ain't gonna be, the vapor fist Hulk smash. It's just gonna be a smaller Superman fist that's still gonna feel like a fucking Hulk smash. It don't matter, man. It don't matter. The shit's still gonna be hot and warm like it was in the microwave. You can name any situation you want, and 9 times out of 10, I'm willing to bet that you doing it in the heat just makes that much worse. You don't even gotta hate it. It just makes it that much more annoying. That's what I'm really getting at. That's what gets me going about the heat or the sun, whatever you want to categorize this shit, because it's all kind of sort of the same to me. But that motherfucker is annoying, and that's what gets me going. When I'm out doing some shit and the sun is out shining, I'm like, motherfucker, go away. Because shit, it's nice, but right now you killing my black ass, making me more blacker. Oh, man. But now I'm done. This was Eric the Prince, and that's what gets me going. Don't forget to check out BlackMenLoveAnime.com for funny videos, gifs, memes, and other things that the community submits, and you can enjoy some of that cultural perspective that we love to give as black people. And no, it's not just for black people. Deuces.
So, I don't want to call it sleep, because I'm probably going to make a whole nother solo session on what gets me going when it comes to sleep. But waking up, that motherfucker gets me going. It gets me going to wanting to go straight back to motherfucking sleep. I don't know what it is about waking up, but it's just like your mind hits this mental wall that it has to push through for your body to actually wake the fuck up. Which, that makes sense to me. It makes complete sense, except for the fact that you don't want to get up. So it's just like, God, I know I need to wake the fuck up, but every bone in my body is telling me not to wake the fuck up. And one of the things that I don't fully understand, I understand it, but I'm sure somebody would make a video about it, like actually detailing the science behind it. I would love to watch it. But man, I wake the fuck up, even though I don't want to wake the fuck up to go to work. I wake the fuck up, to get that paycheck, spend 8 hours at work and shit, regardless of how tired I am or whatever went through the night. Because a nigga need a job, you gotta have money. But on Saturdays, Sundays, or if I get a day off, man, it seems like it's 20,000 times harder to get my black ass up and keep doing what I need to do. Whether that's working out for boxing, whether that's watching some business videos, whatever the case is. I just be like, at the end of the weekend or the day, I'm not gonna say I'm like this now, but I have to try not to be, and I definitely used to be, always just like, golly, I spend 8 hours at work being productive. Why can't I spend 8 hours on my own shit being productive? You know what I'm saying? I know it ain't just me. I know it's for a lot of you niggas out there this shit applies to. So, but anyways, though, hell yeah, man. Waking up, and we ain't even got to talk about the times yet. It's not just waking up. Waking up in general, like when you're asleep or you're taking a nap, that shit is tough. But if you trying to wake up, that mental wall I was talking about, it's always there when you waking up. But if you got to wake up at 3 in the morning or 4 in the morning, and I'm just talking about, let's just, let's say you're going to sleep at night and you wake up in the morning. If you go to sleep at 8, 9 o'clock, let's say 10 o'clock, and you usually get up at 7 or 8 o'clock, that already sucks ass. Now, if you change that shit, go to sleep around the same time and get up at 4, 5, or 6 in the morning, that shit sucks ass and nuts, my nigga. Like, god damn. For some reason, the time, I don't know. And I know how this sounds like it's coming off. I'm not saying that the time you go to sleep makes a difference with your waking up. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that it feels like even if you only get 30 minutes or an hour less of sleep, to your body, it doesn't feel like 30 minutes or an hour less of sleep. It feels like 6 hours less of sleep. That's what I'm trying to say. I hope, if y'all listen and made it this far. That's what I was trying to elaborate and get out with my point. It's like, even though you've only got a little bit less of sleep, to your body, it feels like way more much of sleep that you ain't got. And that shit's fucking wild, man. And it only get the amount of sleep that it feels like you didn't get only increases the earlier you wake up, if that makes sense. So I'm gonna rephrase all this shit one more time so that I can be clear. It already sucks for someone to get up at 8, to go to sleep at 9 o'clock, wake up at 7 o'clock. Now, if they go to sleep at 9 o'clock and they wake up at 6:15, that's a 45-minute difference. Even though they're only missing out on 45 minutes of sleep they would have got. I guess this is just for me, but I know I'm not the only one like this. Even though, let's say I miss 45 minutes of sleep, it's going to feel, when I wake up, that mental wall that I'm talking about, that shit's going to feel like a damn 10-inch bulletproof concrete wall and going to feel like I missed out on 2 hours worth of sleep. So even though it's 45, I feel like 2 hours. Now, stay with me. Stay in the same mind frame. Let's say that I go to sleep at 9, and instead of getting up at 6:15, missing that 45 minutes, that feels like 2 hours, I decide to get up at 4:30 or 5 o'clock. Now, that extra, 30 minutes, 35 minutes, that shit doesn't feel like an extra 35 minutes on top of the additional, what feels like 2 hours. That shit feels like a whole nother 2 hours. So, what if I wake up at 4:30 or 5:15 after going to sleep at 8 o'clock? That should be feeling like 4 hours of me, goddammit. It don't be feeling like the little bit of time it actually is, and the earlier that I have to get up, the more it feels like I've lost. Anyway, though, man, that's what gets me going about going to sleep. Let me rephrase that. Not going to sleep, because I am going to make a separate what gets me going session about that. But waking up. waking up is not just waking up. It's a whole mental balance, this motherfucker, like the great ninja war. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, Eric the Prince, solo session. What gets me going? Waking the fuck up.
The podcast you just heard was made using Anchor. Ever thought about making your own podcast? Anchor makes it really easy for anyone to get started. It's a one-stop shop for recording, hosting, and distributing podcasts. Best of all, it's 100% free. Sign up now at anchor.fm/new. That's anchor.fm/new to get started.